The difference between love, attraction, and attachment. One of the biggest reasons people get hurt in relationships is because they confuse three very different emotions: love, attraction, and attachment. At first, they can feel almost identical. Your heart races. You think about the other person constantly. You want to spend every moment together. It feels powerful. It feels exciting. It even feels like love. But feelings can sometimes be misleading. Many men believe they're in love when they're actually experiencing attraction. Others believe they're deeply connected when they're really attached. Understanding the difference can change the way you approach dating forever, because each of these emotions serves a different purpose. Attraction may bring two people together. Attachment may keep them close. But love is something much deeper. Today, we're going to explore the psychology behind these three emotions, why so many people confuse them, and how emotionally intelligent men recognize the difference before making life-changing decisions. Let's begin. Number 1. Attraction is about desire. Attraction is often the beginning. It's what catches your attention. It creates curiosity, excitement, chemistry. You notice someone smile, their confidence, their personality, their sense of humor, or the way they make you feel. Attraction happens quickly, sometimes almost instantly, and that's what makes it so powerful. But attraction alone doesn't tell you whether someone is right for you. It simply tells you that you're interested. Many people mistake intense chemistry for compatibility. They're not the same thing. You can feel incredibly attracted to someone and still be completely incompatible in the long run. Number 2. Attachment is about emotional dependence. Attachment feels different. It develops over time. You become used to someone's presence. Their routines become part of yours. Their messages become part of your day. Their absence begins to affect your emotions. This isn't necessarily unhealthy. Healthy attachment is an important part of close relationships. But attachment can also become unhealthy. Sometimes people stay in relationships, not because they're happy, but because they're afraid of letting go. They're attached to the familiarity, the routine, the comfort, even when the relationship is no longer helping either person grow. That's why attachment isn't always the same as love. Sometimes it's simply fear of losing what has become familiar. Number 3. Love wants what's best. Love operates differently. Unlike attraction, it isn't driven only by excitement. Unlike unhealthy attachment, it isn't driven by fear. Love wants what's genuinely best for the other person. It respects, supports, encourages growth. It celebrates success instead of becoming threatened by it. Real love doesn't disappear the moment life becomes difficult. It chooses commitment when emotions naturally rise and fall. That doesn't mean love never struggles. Every relationship faces challenges, but genuine love continues choosing the relationship, even after the excitement of early attraction begins to settle. Number 4. Chemistry can be loud. Love is often quiet. Movies often teach us that love should always feel intense. Constant excitement, constant passion, constant emotional highs. Real relationships are usually different. Healthy love often feels peaceful, comfortable, stable, safe. It doesn't need constant drama to feel meaningful. In fact, some of the strongest relationships are surprisingly calm because both people trust each other. They communicate honestly, and they don't mistake emotional chaos for emotional depth. Sometimes the quietest relationships become the strongest ones. So far, we've seen that attraction creates desire, attachment creates emotional bonds, and love creates genuine care. But the next lessons reveal why people often confuse these emotions, why intense feelings can sometimes hide unhealthy patterns, and how emotionally mature men learn to recognize the difference before it's too late. Number 5. Attraction can fade, character lasts. One of the biggest surprises people experience in relationships is discovering that attraction naturally changes over time. The excitement of something new eventually settles. The mystery becomes familiarity. The butterflies become less intense. Many people panic when this happens. They assume something is wrong, or that they've fallen out of love. In reality, this is often where the relationship begins to reveal its true foundation. If the relationship was built only on attraction, it may struggle, but if it's built on respect, trust, shared values, and genuine care, those qualities often become stronger with time. Attraction may open the door. Character is what keeps two people walking through it together. Number 6. Attachment can make you ignore red flags. Attachment has a powerful effect on the mind. The longer someone becomes part of your daily life, the harder it can feel to imagine life without them. That's why some people remain in unhealthy relationships, not because they're deeply in love, but because they've become emotionally attached. They excuse disrespect, ignore repeated disappointments, hope that things will eventually change. They're no longer evaluating the relationship objectively. They're protecting their emotional comfort. Emotionally intelligent men recognize this trap. They ask themselves an important question. Am I staying because this relationship is healthy, or because I'm afraid to let go? That one question has saved many people from years of unnecessary unhappiness. Number 7. Love grows through choice. One of the greatest myths about love is that it's only a feeling. Feelings matter, but feelings change. Some days you'll feel incredibly close. Other days life will be stressful, busy, complicated. If love depended entirely on emotions, very few long-term relationships would survive. Real love includes choice. Choosing respect, choosing honesty, choosing patience, choosing forgiveness, choosing to keep investing in the relationship. That's why mature love often becomes stronger over time. Not because emotions stay exactly the same, but because commitment remains even as emotions naturally change. Number 8. Healthy relationships need all three. Many people ask, which is most important? The truth is, healthy relationships usually contain all three. Attraction creates desire. Attachment creates closeness. Love creates commitment. When one is completely missing, the relationship often struggles. Attraction without love may become temporary. Attachment without love may become dependence. Love without attraction may struggle with intimacy. The healthiest relationships gradually balance all three. Not perfectly, but intentionally. A question worth asking yourself. If you're currently dating someone, take a moment and ask yourself, what am I actually feeling? Is it excitement? Is it familiarity? Or is it genuine care for who this person is? Being honest with yourself isn't always easy, but it's often the beginning of making better relationship decisions. We've now seen why attraction naturally changes, why attachment can sometimes hide unhealthy relationships, why love is strengthened through choice, and why healthy relationships usually need all three. But the final lessons may be the most important, because they reveal why emotionally mature men never confuse temporary emotions with lasting commitment, why real love creates freedom instead of fear, and how understanding these three emotions can completely change the way you approach relationships. Number 9. Love brings peace. Attachment often brings fear. One of the easiest ways to tell the difference between love and unhealthy attachment is to look at what drives your emotions. Love is built on trust. Attachment is often driven by fear. Fear of losing someone. Fear of being alone. Fear that you'll never find another relationship. When fear becomes the foundation, people often tolerate things they normally wouldn't. They ignore disrespect, accept broken promises, and convince themselves that staying is better than starting over. Love is different. Love wants closeness, but it doesn't demand control. It allows both people to grow without constantly living in fear of losing each other. Number 10. Real love sees the whole person. Attraction often focuses on what excites you. Love eventually sees everything. The strengths, the flaws, the habits, the difficult days, the imperfections, and still chooses to care. That doesn't mean accepting unhealthy behavior. It means recognizing that no one is perfect. Emotionally mature men stop asking, "Can I find someone without flaws?" Instead, they ask, "Are these flaws something we can grow through together?" That's a much wiser question. Because every lasting relationship will eventually require patience, understanding, and forgiveness. Number 11. Don't let emotions make your decisions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is making permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. They fall deeply into attraction and rush commitment, or they experience one difficult season and assume the relationship is over. Emotionally intelligent men slow down. They allow time to reveal character. Because time exposes what excitement can hide. It reveals consistency, integrity, kindness, emotional maturity. And those qualities matter far more over the course of a lifetime than the excitement of a few early dates. Strong relationships aren't rushed. They're built. Number 12. The healthiest relationships continue to grow. Many people think successful relationships simply happen. In reality, healthy relationships are continually nurtured. Both people keep learning, keep communicating, keep showing appreciation, keep choosing each other. Attraction may introduce two people. Love helps them grow together. Healthy attachment gives them a sense of security. Over time, those three emotions stop competing with each other. They begin working together. That's what creates relationships that last. The bigger lesson: understanding love, attraction, and attachment isn't just about relationships. It's about understanding yourself. The more clearly you recognize what you're feeling, the less likely you are to confuse temporary excitement with lasting compatibility, or emotional dependence with genuine love. That clarity leads to better choices, better boundaries, and healthier relationships. Final message: if there's one thing to remember from this video, it's this. Attraction may capture your attention. Attachment may make someone hard to let go of. But love is what continues choosing another person after the excitement becomes familiar. Don't confuse chemistry with compatibility. Don't mistake fear of losing someone for love. And don't rush important decisions simply because your emotions feel intense. Instead, give relationships time. Watch for consistency. Pay attention to character. Look for mutual respect, shared values, and genuine effort. Because the strongest relationships aren't built by attraction alone. They're built when attraction, healthy attachment, and genuine love grow together. And when you understand the difference between those three, you stop chasing intense emotions and start building lasting relationships. Click the subscribe button, like, share, and follow for more.